it's time for another episode of Your Questions Answered. What we do is once a month when we tape, because we tape all of our videos in one day, so because we have to get all the lights and everything out, we ask on our Facebook fan page, hey, are there any questions you want to ask us that we can answer in a video? So we have lots of questions, so let's jump right in. The first one is from Tracy Gordon, and she said, when are you going to come to visit Canada again? I think Scrap Fest in Kitchener would be a fabulous place for the Stamps of Life to travel to. Tracy, sadly and unfortunately, we're unable to travel and take our booth to Canada because of all of the duties that you have to pay when you cross the border. At least that's the way I understand it. The people that we travel with, because they take all our stuff on a big semi-truck, they don't go to Canada because there's just too many taxes and things involved. So we are trying to get closer to the border on all of our shows, so some of the Canadians hopefully can come down to see us. But that's the best we can do. A lot of times, though, I do travel for Sizzix, and when I do, I like to post on my website letting people know. So I do have club members that come and visit me when I do come to Canada. So next time I come to Canada, I will post, okay? Thanks for asking. Michelle has a question. She says, how about organization in small spaces? I don't have an extra room, so have all of my craft stuff on a dedicated bookshelf in the dining room, trying to keep it looking neat yet functional. Well, let me tell you that just recently one of our club members became famous, and she had her craft space featured in Better Homes and Gardens, scrapbooks, etc. And it was just posted recently. Let me scroll down. It was, let me pull it up because I want to know exactly what month it was. It was the Better Homes and Gardens, July 2011 on page 160. And it's so adorable. Suzanne has her little, she's sitting in a little chair. She looks adorable. But she's shown what she's done in a closet in her home. And quick and easy to put together and very functional. So make sure you check out that. And organization really is the key. I like to use drawers. I have tons of drawers. You can't see them. They're over there. I have tons of drawers, and I store a lot of my stuff in drawers. So the next question, oh, I gotta scroll up and find it again. I lost it already. Let's see. It's opening. Okay, here we go. Janet's asking, my question is about envelopes. You make your cards from cardstock. Yes, I do. Are the cards always a standard size, and you have available envelopes, or do you make envelopes to match the size and color? I'm lazy. I do not make envelopes. I admit it. What I do is I usually go to my local paper supplier. We have one here called Kelly Paper, and I usually make A2 sizes. That's 4 1/4 by 5 1/2, and I buy A2 envelopes. And those boxes have what, 100 in them or something? So they have 100 white envelopes in them, and that's usually what I use. Now, if I want to do a special size card, I always find an envelope first, and then I make a card to match that size envelope to make sure that I can fit it. Let's see. Kristen wants to know when we'll be shipping another stamp holder page for club members. Let's see. Last month you got the free mini stamp set. This month is just a regular shipment, so it would be next month. So what we do is 3 times a year. Is it 3 times a year? That's right, yeah. 3 times a year they get you guys get a storage sheet to store your stamps in. And anytime you purchase 3 stamp sets in one order, club members also get a free stamp storage sheet. Let's see. Pat wants to know, how long does an average ink pad last? That's a really good question. They last a long time, especially my new ones. These are incredibly juicy. Sometimes people will even say they're too juicy, and if I ever feel like they're too juicy, I'll just stamp them upside down once on cardstock, and all the extra juicy ink will come out. But these last a long time. I have not actually one time we did run out of one at our make and take table at one of the shows. I think it was black, because we use that one a lot, or maybe it was, I don't remember. But they last a long time. And I bet you in the future we might have re-inkers. Okay, moving on. Let's see. Kimberly wants to know, has there ever been a stamp idea that you just couldn't get right? Yes. I actually just had to put on hold one stamp set because I couldn't get it exactly, and I won't tell you what it was because it'll come out next year. It was a seasonal one, and I couldn't get it perfect. And if I don't feel like it's perfect for me, then I can't release it. I'm not going to release anything that I'm not going to use. And at this point right now, I wouldn't have used it, so I just put it on hold. And what will happen is in a couple months, I'll go back to it and say, oh, why didn't I just do this? And now it's perfect. So a lot of times I'll do that with all the stamp sets. I'll create them and I won't send them to the factory. I'll hang on to them for a couple days. like 2 days later, I'll look at it again and go, ooh, I want to tweak this. Or another day I'll look at it and go, oh yeah, add this or do this. And it's kind of like an evolution, but I really want to make sure that I get it exactly the way I want it. Let's see. How do we pick our designers, Teresa wants to know. We pick our design team members. It's all been by invitation only. And I can hear Cookie barking. And it's always by people that put stuff in our gallery. Jeannie, our design team coordinator, will go through our gallery and say, oh my goodness, Stephanie, you have to check out this person. And so I go and I look and I go, oh my gosh, you're right. That's how we found Emily. Emily was a club member, and all of a sudden we kept seeing her cards and we're like, Emily, you have to be on our team. I don't even think we gave her a choice. So we did. But yeah, so upload to our gallery often. Also, make sure you have a blog and you're showing your products on our blog. We have a Google reader that tells us anytime somebody uses our stamps, and it sends us a link, and we always go check it out also. So make sure you do those two things. Let's see. Oh, Tammy wants to know, will you eventually be getting refills for the inks? I cannot answer that and not tell a lie. So, yeah, we will. But shh, don't tell anybody. I don't want to get in trouble. Okay. And it's probably sooner than you think even. Okay. Let's see. Michelle wants to know, do we have anything for a hunter or fisherman? Oh, because Carol up above, I missed her. Sorry. Would you do something with a guy theme? Motorcycles, four-wheelers. Well, guys, hey, we just came out with cars and trucks, and we have our robots, but yes, we're always trying to add more boy stuff as well. So we can only release 4 stamp sets a month, and we're getting there. We're getting there, okay? Let's see. Tammy wants to know, will you have any more baby stamp sets? My daughter and I seem to get so many orders for baby books. New stamps would help. Yes, actually I have a couple in mind. Again, it's like I can only release 4 a month, and we have a list. It's like the calendar is set for the year, and so I just kind of go down the list, but those are definitely on the list as well. Let's see. Lanny wants to know, for those of us who are building up their inventory of stamps, do you have any suggestions on what's the best way to store them? Well, Lanny, what I do is our club members most of them all store them in the 3-ring binder sheets that we send them every couple months that I mentioned before. Also, anytime they order 3 stamp sets or more, they get a free storage sheet. So that's usually how we store them. If you're not a club member, you can also store them in shoe boxes and just kind of get big index cards, kind of like a recipe card or something, and then you can just kind of file them like Halloween or alphabets and things like that. Lisa wants to know, I hang my stamp. Oh, here's another idea. Lisa says she hangs her stamps on a clip it up organizer. Easy access and easy to see all the stamps with just a slight turn of the organizer. Always looks handy and nice. Well, thank you, Lisa, for jumping in and sharing that, because that is another great idea. Then you can see everything that you have right there at your fingertips. So thanks so much. If I did not answer your question, we're going to do another video also on the Facebook questions. So stay tuned, because there will be another episode. Thanks so much, and I'll see you again soon. Bye-bye.